10 bizarre and disturbing beauty practices that thankfully went extinct. Cow blood hair dye. In ancient Egypt, cow's blood mixed with crushed tadpoles and henna would be used to create a hair dye. Bathing in crocodile excrement. Greeks and Romans filled tubs with a mixture of crocodile excrement and mud. The treatment was popular at the time because of its supposed beautifying properties and ability to tone the skin. Lead facials. In the 18th century, the trend was to be pale. If your skin had color, it was a sign that you were poor and had to be outside doing manual labor. The whiter you were, the richer you looked. People would use a powder made of white lead, calcium carbonate, and hydroxide to lighten their skin. Belladonna eyes. During the Italian Renaissance, women would use belladonna berry juice in their eyes. The juice would enlarge the pupils of the eyes, making them appear more seductive. However, this was a bad idea. Prolonged use of belladonna caused permanent blindness. Urine mouthwash. Ancient Rome found use in urine by using it as a mouthwash. They believed that the urine would brighten teeth and clean the mouth. Mouse brows. In Victorian England, thick eyebrows were a sign of beauty. In Victorian days, women turned to rodents. They used patches of mouse fur attached to the eyebrows to achieve a fuller look. Dimple machines. The dimple machine was invented by Isabel Gilbert in 1936. This contraption gave women dimples by pushing spring-loaded knobs into their face. As you can imagine, this fad didn't last long. Big wigs. Big wigs. Women in the Middle Ages often wore enormous wigs. These wigs were made of wooden frames with hair over the top. To secure the hair on the frames, women used bear grease and beef lard. Tapeworm diet. To follow this diet, people took pills containing tapeworm eggs. The worms would then stay in the stomach and consume all the calories, keeping them from the dieter's body. Once the tapeworms grew to be too big, doctors would remove them in a procedure that was painful and uncomfortable. Foot binding. Most people have heard of Chinese foot binding. This was where young girls would be forced to bind their feet to prevent them from growing. This also involved breaking all of the toes.